Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 28-yard line.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Yeah. You don't want to know. Check 26. Check 26.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hold on. Check.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. It's a foot race. 20. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. Hey, shell. 43.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed. All week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Zerline's kick is good. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A 4th-round pick in 2018, Chase Edmonds with a carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Nickel Roby brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. second down. Murray sets to throw. This one caught by Isabella. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, third fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Open man is Kirk, complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Toss play. This is Anderson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Ready? Get right. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check, check, check.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Open man completes it to Butler. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
What's the screen? 43 is the mark.
Goff now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Whip.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Not 180. I'm coming. Yeah, we're close. General West. Check 13.
Here's Goff. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And finding the tight end Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Check nickel. Switch.
First down, Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. at the Rams' 33-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Goff now looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. First down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Completes it to Fitzgerald. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tee. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Five.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's gone. And his pass, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go one more. He's coming. We got something.
Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for gone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Clay Matthews able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
3 down, 3 down.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And some room to work. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards on the pickup. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Let's go, Heavy. Go. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Hop on.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Caleb Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54. What?
From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
He finds his man Johnson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go on. Come on, D. Check 3. Check 3. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now Murray off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Slam, slam.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves They do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This is taken at the 3. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Blue Dan. Watch out.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jonathan Bullard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Now Anderson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
36, 36. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. 3rd down here. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let him know, let him know. Check, 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 check. Kill, 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 kill.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. 43 is the mark. Go.
Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's Gurley. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We go tonight. White 20. Come on, D. Hold on. Check. SOS. 43 is the mark.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jonathan Bullard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
218, chopper. Get wide.
Now Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Third and long. It's gone. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be second down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Again, Goff. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. To the air again. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Goff throwing again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but it'll be second and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it third and goal.
Mike, 120. Check. Check. Crunch. Check 31. Check.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
And the Cardinal first down.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Sponge, no!
Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Foster. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go! 60-yard! Drop deep!
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check. Watch 54. Play slow. Come on.
They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Jack!
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 10. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Goff now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
180. Crunch time, defense. Maverick wall. Slam.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a run with Anderson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Another carry now for Gurley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
And they will take a knee here.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
4 down, 4 down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for LA, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag of bought me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag of off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment.